Hey you guys, thank you so much for clicking on this little sound bite. In this video, we discuss gaining traction and putting your work out in the current social media environment we are all in. Enjoy.
Like, it's not like the 90s anymore because, like, back then you would film, like, tapes, right? And then send them into companies. And they'd be like, okay, like, if you're good enough, you can be sponsored, right? But now it's all based off of sort of, like, Instagram is how some people come up.
Yeah.
Most people today. And it's just, like, it makes more sense, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to figure out how to, like, upgrade my profile, you know what I mean?
No, and it sucks. And, like, I told you guys earlier, 1 is better than 0, and appreciate the heck out of it, but likes are currency now.
Mm-hmm.
People aren't going for, as much as people are going for, like, Lambos and watches and shoes and stuff, girls in high school will post a picture and take it down 30 seconds later because they didn't get 20 likes immediately.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts. Like, that's the current state of social media.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's always going to be like that. And so, like, whatever you guys are doing, whatever works now, isn't going to work in maybe a month. Yeah. Instagram could fall through tonight.
Mm-hmm. And
it's going to suck for a lot of people.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm very behind on expanding my horizons. But when it comes to gaining, it sounds like a conversation of gaining awareness and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Working with the social medias we do have, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook for the older crowd. Snapchat is a big one still. Instagram stories is a big one. Just using all the means that you have to get your name out there. You're going to spend an hour a day until Instagram shuts you down for the rest of the day messaging skate companies, hey, can you send some product and we can, like, use it, or putting photos out there and making sure you're loading it with, like, the max amount of hashtags in the comment section. You got to keep your post clean, properly engaging with the followers you do have. What else can we do? Less memes on account. Save that for the memes account.
Yeah.
Really just turning yourself... We're turning you guys as Blaze Jackson into a personal brand. Not as much a name, but a brand. And a brand encompasses everything. You know? And so everything you do is skate related or music related.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know, traction will come over time. You know, it's not something that's going to work in a month. It might not work in 3 months, but it should work in a year. And if it doesn't work in a year, it's going to work in 2 years. So, it took me just to break 50 followers on my Instagram account. Took me like a year and a half, or not 50 followers, 50 likes per post. Took me like a year and a half. I look back at, like, my very first Instagram photo, and it's like 2 likes or something like that.
Yeah.
Something just dismal. And I'm still trying to break past 150 now.
Yeah.
Or like 1,000 followers was a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Now like 2 is the next one, or like 1,500 or something like that. So I would just say, like, working within the means, and, like, if you don't know how to do something, say, okay, let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Information is, like, so easy to come by now, of, like, top 10 best Instagram marketing tactics, or there's apps out there that give you the proper hashtag or set of hashtags to use to reach the most people. Like, you're not looking for the one that has 1 million views, you're looking for the one that has 20,000 views on the hashtag, or, like, posts or whatever. Stuff like that, you know?
Issue with, like...
Did that answer it a little bit?
Yes, but the only issue with that is, like, you can't really message companies and stuff because there's already so many people doing it every day, and it's, like, it's almost a meme now. Huh?
I mean, yeah, you can.
No, asking for free product, like, without really having the material there. So it's like, this kid's, like, just trying to be cheap.
Right.
You know? But that's why you have to kind of, like, want them.
Right.
In a way.
Well, then do it the opposite way. Buy their product. If you can afford to buy, we'll use grip tape, for example. If you can afford to buy this dope grip tape, use it or buy it, put it on your board, and make sure you're tagging fucking whatever tape company it is.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, like Trace, he's super dope. He's always using our stuff. Let's hook him up, and we'll give him a year's worth.
Okay.
Or like, off the top of my head, what Pyramid is that a? What was the yellow shirt that?
Oh, Palace.
Palace.
That's like the European Supreme.
Yeah. So like in all your stuff, like if you can afford to buy the clothes, and it's basically like you're like spending that as your marketing budget, but wear the clothes, tag the people, and hopefully the right person. Seatnet's not guaranteed at all, but hopefully the right person sees it and says, "Let's hook them up." You know.
Yeah.
So there's always a way around everything.
Yeah.
And I still believe, 100%, I still believe the DM thing is the way to go, because it's going to take. You're looking for one out of 100 or out of 1,000,000 to say yes. And so, okay, I don't need any of that. So still message everybody and say, hey, like. And don't say, like, there is the classic, hey, send us product, and then there's the, hey, like, I really love you guys, like, I've been using you since I was, like, 3 years old. What can we do? Can we work something out? And it might be, like, a discount code, or it might be, like, a box of free stuff, but I would still message everybody, you know? So the pool is very diluted now, because that was a big thing, like, a year ago, the whole... like cold call DM thing, but now the thing might actually be calling up a company, because so many people are still into texting or like sending a Snapchat or whatever. That call might actually make it through first. You know?
Yeah.
So, hey you guys, thank you so much. A couple more thoughts and then I am done rambling on. Just to wrap up this soundbite, the moral of the story is you got to do whatever you have to do to get your product or service or sound or photo or whatever out into a viewer's eyes or ears, or onto their body or whatever, if it's clothes or something like that. All the apps out there are extremely saturated. There's a lot of people using everything, and so tactics that used to work 6 months ago or a month ago are no longer working. And so it's always about experimenting with what the next deal is. Just like I said in the video, the whole cold call process of actually physically calling somebody might actually be the new thing that'll set you apart from everybody else, where it came onto the radar about a year ago of DMing people. And so everybody was DMing people on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat, just reaching out to do work with everybody. And it gained traction and quickly became very saturated. And so it doesn't work as well as it used to nowadays. And so definitely the name of the game now is cold calling, writing a letter, send it in the mail. Just something that people aren't doing that will stand out. And getting your stuff out to viewers. Put it out on everything, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You never know who's watching on what. If there's a new app that's coming out, definitely play around with it, because that new app may be the next big app. Even though it's small with a number of users, it might actually be the new thing in the future. And so always keep experimenting with something new. Other than that, I'm done. You guys have an awesome year. Happy New Year. Make 2019 something awesome. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much.